Chill. She walked in the club like nobody's business. Goddamn, she murdered everybody, and I was her witness. Stacking money, money everywhere she goes.
Alright, hey guys, what's up? So I'm back and I wanted to do a quick story time because I'm wide awake and wired, and I figured why the hell not. So this story time is going to be all about the time that I was a grown-ass woman with 2 boyfriends for a whole year, how I got caught in the craziness in between, like, and it was kind of whack how I got caught. But anyway, so one of the guys was a black guy. We're gonna call him Dante, and the Hispanic guy was Juan. That's what we're gonna call him. They were actually the same age. They were 3 years older than me. I was 20. They were 23. Both of them had February birthdays, and they were born 4 days apart. So yeah, that's the coincidence with those 2 guys. So anyway, I had just had my daughter, and I was single and not seeing anyone. And yeah, just really focusing on my baby girl. So, and I was living at home with my parents. Like I said, I was 20 years old. And I had met Dante prior to even getting pregnant. And he was crazy aggressive. And that kind of turned me off. And I was just kind of like, ugh. So yeah, I didn't really want to talk to him all that much. And yeah, so time moves on. I have my baby. He was blowing up my cell phone, and I figured he would just get the picture and stop calling, but he didn't. And then somehow he got my house number and called the house phone, and I didn't look at the caller ID and answered the phone like a dumbass, and it was him. But surprisingly, we had really good conversation, and as the weeks went on, I agreed to be his girlfriend. So we dated, and the only downside to that was the fact that he had totaled his car and hadn't gotten another one, and really couldn't come to see me. And that was an issue for me because I'm just like, if you don't have a car and you can't come see me, then what are you good for? So yeah, I would get out there to see him when I could, but you know, whatever, it wasn't that big of a priority for me. So you know, it was cool. We were compatible. We were sexually compatible. Everything was good. And then a couple of months passed by, and I meet Juan. And Juan was crazy cool. He was goofy just like me. He was fun, funny. Everybody liked him. My mother just really just ate him up, and my dad thought he was a cool person, but my dad was like, nah, he's not the one. So yeah, my main dude kind of turned out, Dante, kind of ended up being the side dude because Juan just kind of stepped in and was coming through like all the time. And Juan actually totaled his car as well, but he would find a ride to come see me all the time and then find a ride back. So basically, let me give a little side note. At the time where he was supposedly getting a ride to come and see me, this dude was stealing cars, driving them, which we lived like 45 minutes to an hour away from each other, driving them to the gas station around the corner from my house because we lived by the lake and there was a gas station there. So he would drive them over there, hop out of the car, and come and spend hours at a time with me. And I was just like, okay, cool. You know, I thought he got a ride. Somebody dropped him off, whatever, whatever. But then somebody would just come and actually pick him up. Like, he didn't steal a car to go back. But yeah, he definitely stole several cars to come and see me, and I did not know that. But I guess I should have known since he did kind of have a criminal past. So anyway, back to the story. So Juan always came through. My baby girl really liked him. I wasn't really, you know, fond of bringing people around her, but you know, he became my boyfriend, and we were just with each other like all the time and always talking to each other and stuff like that. So anyway, I was juggling 2 dudes and you know, basically having 2 separate relationships at the same damn time, and it was fun. It was cool. I was getting what I needed from both parties, so it was I was fine with it. Like, I told them both that I loved them, and yeah, they were the one for me, whatever. So anyway, I had a real player pass. Like, it gets deeper than this, trust me, but that's for another story. Anyway, so moving on to the way that I got caught. So I was having this relationship with these two dudes, and then I'm riding in the car with my girl Brittany. So back then we didn't have smartphones, but we had phones with actual buttons. And we're riding in the car. I'm driving. I'm telling her about my two dudes, and talking about the differences and why I didn't want to let Dante go, but how Juan just was like so much fun. And so anyway, apparently Dante was like the last person that I called, and so when I put my phone down, it pressed the button and it called him, and he was on the other end listening to the entire freaking conversation. He was pissed, and I was just like, oh well, I'm caught, so you know what, let's just call it a quits and let's just be friends. And because I'm still gonna date Juan. And he's like, no, you're not breaking up with me. Like, he was persistent, and I'm just like, dude, you just heard everything. You heard that I've been sleeping with another guy and sleeping with you and being both of y'all's girlfriend. Like, I was just not into monogamy, like, at all. So he didn't want to let me go, and he was constantly blowing up my phone. And of course, when Juan comes through, he was like, who was blowing up your phone? And he sees it, and he answers my phone, and they speak. And of course, Juan is pissed, but Juan didn't want to leave me either. So your girl just had it like that. But yeah, so that's how both of them found out about each other. And basically both of them stayed with me. They gave me shit about it, like being with the other one, and then when I'm with one, the other one's answering the phone and mad about it and blowing me up and all that. It's like, I can't believe you were with him and you told me you weren't messing with him no more, but I also told you that I wasn't gonna leave him alone either. So it's kind of their own fault that they got cheated on, because I told both of them that I was not gonna leave either one of them alone. So yeah, I was like a real player about the situation. Like, fuck it, it is what it is. I'm having fun. I'm doing me. I'm young. You know, let me be free. Let me be liberated. So, yeah, basically, I had that whole relationship. They used to get into it on the phone with each other, and then I'd smooth it over by, I love you, I won't talk to him anymore, but I'm still not gonna leave him alone. And it was what it was, until eventually it ended, and I kind of got tired of them both and moved on to my baby's father. So yeah, that's basically the story about how I had two boyfriends at the same time, how I got caught, and a little bit of the shenanigans in between. Like, it was literally like a whole year and a half of shit, like Juan tapping my phone and putting a tracking device on my car when he was gone, and because he didn't want me to be around Dante, but I still was around Dante, and he knew about it. And yeah, it was crazy. But anyway, there's a whole lot more craziness that happened in between, and honestly, I truly thank God that smartphones, the internet, and social media were not around back then, because I was doing some shit that ain't no business doing. And yeah, I would have been popping on social media, but it would have been a good popping. So yeah. Anyway, that's the end of that story. If you like story time videos and want to really hear some crazy ratchet shit that happened in my life, let me know. I'll post it on this channel, but more than likely most of my story times are going to be on my new vlog channel. So yeah, I'll let you guys know when that is up and running, and I'll be sharing that with you guys as well. Thank you so much for watching. Love you.